Hello my beautiful yoga friends, welcome to part number 2 of my 3-part series called Coming Home to Yourself. Part number 2 has the title Change of Perspective. So what we're doing is changing our perspective from what we usually tend to do, looking outwards, to looking inwards, looking to ourselves. So instead of looking outwards, having expectations, comparing ourselves to others, we're changing this perspective and we're looking inwards to ourselves. And the focus in terms of asanas will be on forward folds because they facilitate introspection, and on inversions, which by their nature require a change of perspective. Okay, I'll see you on the mat and enjoy.
The class is designed so that you don't need any props. If you have props, have them close by. Maybe you can make use of them. What you do need for this class is a wall space. Take a comfortable seat on your mat. Finding an upright spine, a long neck, and have your chin parallel to the ground. Your hands relaxing on your legs or your knees. Your eyes are gently closed. Take these first few moments of your practice to connect to your breath. Becoming aware of your own breath, the way the air takes in your body from the nostrils, filling up the lungs and chest and the belly. And then also observing the breath on the way out again. Bring your hands together at your heart center. And I would like us, for our practice, to set an intention, a mantra. I look inwards and let this guide me in becoming my most authentic self. Mentally repeat this to yourself 3 times. I look inwards and I let this guide me in becoming my most authentic self. Slowly releasing your head forward, chin towards the chest. And then open your eyes. Release your hands. And come onto all fours into tabletop. Start to connect to your own breath by deepening your breath and moving through a few rounds of cat and cow. So on the inhalation, tilting the pelvis forward, dropping the belly, arching the spine, sending the chest forward, gaze forward. And on the exhale, reversing the movement, so tilting the pelvis back, drawing the belly in, rounding the whole spine, and drawing the chin towards the chest. Use this simple movement to connect movement and breath, also to slow down your breathing. Now take these next moments to move freely. Maybe you want to send your hips back and forward, going around in circles, in waves, whatever feels good in your body to warm up the spine, the rest of your body. Feel free to close your eyes. Just letting the wisdom of your body guide you in the movement. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Whatever feels good in your body. And come back into your neutral spine. Place your hands forward and move into downward facing dog. Also here, find your movement. Bending the right leg, the left leg, both legs, swaying the hips from side to side. Again, listening to your body, to the needs of your body. Arrive in stillness. Take a few conscious deep breaths here. Walk your hands back a little bit. Shorten the distance of your downward facing dog. Keep your left hand grounded. And with your right hand, grab the outside of your left leg, maybe left ankle. Twisting your torso over to the left, looking underneath your left armpit. Change the side. So right hand stays grounded. Left hand is grabbing for your ankle or the leg. And then you're twisting your torso over to the right. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Walk your both hands back now. So you're arriving in a forward fold at the back of your mat. Maybe you want to hold your hands behind your legs, your ankles, to pull you deeper into the forward fold. Feel free to shake out your head. Inhale, half lift, long straight spine, hands can be on the shins. And then on your exhale, slowly release. Hands on the ground, jump your feet outside of your mat. Inhale here. And exhale, walk your hands over to the right. So you're arriving in a wide-legged forward fold with the side stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale over to the left, using the hands to pull you deeper into the forward fold. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands onto the hips. Inhale, come up to standing. Exhale here. Inhale, reach your left arm over to the side, side stretch. Doing this in your own rhythm of breath. So every inhale brings your arm up and over to the side. Exhale, center. And then inhale over to the other side. Next time your left arm is reaching up and over, stay here for an extra breath. And then do the same thing on the other side, holding for an extra breath. Take an inhale here in the center. And then exhale, folding forward. Jump the feet together again. Walk your hands back forward into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, in a wave-like movement, shift to plank. On the exhale, wave-like movement back to downward facing dog. Doing this a few rounds in your own rhythm of breath. So the inhale brings you forward to plank, and the exhale sends you back. If you wish, you can also incorporate a variation of upward facing dog, where you keep your toes tucked. Again, deciding for yourself. Transition back into plank pose now. And then find your version of side plank. So left hand stays grounded, outside edge of the left foot stays on the ground. Right foot can be in front of you for support, or right foot can be on top of the left. Inhale here. Exhale, plank. Straight away over to the other side. So right hand stays grounded, outside edge of the right foot on the ground. Left foot can be in front or on top of the right. Pushing the left side of your hip up. Inhale here. Exhale, release the left hand, come back to plank pose. Slowly lower the knees down, and then we're finding little chaturanga push-ups here. So inhale to send the crown of the head forward, and exhale, bend the arms. Doing a few of these, again, in your own rhythm of breath. Lower all the way down now into knees, chest, chin. Untuck your toes and inhale, come through to Cobra. Hold here and lift your hands. Bring your hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Staying here with your chest and your head lifted. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands, hands in line with your chest again. Find your way back into downward facing dog. Look forward. Take as many steps as you like to reach the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift, hands on the shins. Exhale, hands on the hips. Inhale, come to standing. Your choice if you want to have the feet together or a little wider apart, whichever variation gives you a better feeling of groundedness and balance. Take a deep breath here, in and out through the nose. And then inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Feel free to bend the knees. Inhale, half lift. Hands can be on the shins or the ground. Exhale, hands to the ground, stepping back, plank pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, coming through, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, holding here. Taking full, long inhalations and slow, controlled exhalations. Look forward. Step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale with a straight spine. Reach your arms up. And exhale, release the hands. Second round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, step your feet back, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sending your hips high. Lengthening your spine. Look forward. Step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to standing. Reach your arms up. Look up. Exhale, release the hands. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, your choice, knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And look forward, step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up, arms up. Exhale, release. One more round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, feet back, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, your choice, lower down. Inhale, coming through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Noticing your breath. Look forward, step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up, arms up. Exhale, release. Take a moment here, closing your eyes, feeling into your body and feeling your breath. Bring the hands onto the hips and jump your feet hip-width distance apart. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Grabbing your big toes with your first 2 fingers and your thumbs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding deeper. You can always keep your legs slightly bent here. If you're quite deep in the forward fold, you can bend the elbows out to the sides. Keeping your shoulders and your neck relaxed. Noticing the sensations at the back of your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, release the left hand forward, maybe on the fingertips or hand on the ground. And then with control, shifting your weight over onto your left hand and the left foot, lifting the right foot off the ground, holding this with the strength of your core. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Again, bringing your left hand to your left foot. Grabbing hold of the big toe. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward. Parangustasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release the right hand. Right hand on the ground, maybe on the fingertips or palm grounded. Lifting the weight over onto the right side. And then lifting your left foot off the ground. Take another inhale here. And then exhale, release. Sliding your hands now underneath your feet with the palms facing up for Haastasana. You want to have your big toes touching your wrists. Take another inhale to lengthen your spine. And on the exhale, fold further forward. Again, option to bend the elbows out to the sides if you're quite deep in the forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, release the hands back on the ground. Jump the feet together. Inhale to chair pose. Keep the legs bent, hips sinking low. Torso upright, arms long. Take another inhale here. Then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, ground down through your hands and step or jump back. If you're jumping back, jump straight into Chaturanga. On the inhale, coming through, Cobra, upward facing dog. On the exhale, find your way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, side plank on the left side, so your version. Reaching the right arm up, pushing the right side of your hip up. Take another inhale here. On the exhale, step the right foot all the way forward, slow, controlled. Turn your torso forward and over to the left. Bring your feet to parallel. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lift the arms. Bring the hands to interlace behind your back. And start to fold forward. Wide-legged forward fold with your hands interlaced. Trying to bring the hands away from your back, closer towards the ground behind your head. Stay very active in your legs. On your next inhale, slow with control, come back up to standing. Exhale, turn your right foot forward, so keep your hands interlaced, adjust your feet. We're coming into humble warrior. Turning your left foot in slightly as well. Take an inhale here, lengthen your spine, open your chest. On the exhale, start folding forward. Maybe you want to release your torso onto your right thigh, or bring the torso to the inside of the right leg, as if you wanted to reach the crown of the head towards the ground or your right big toe. On your next inhale, come up. And exhale, release your hands, adjust your feet, come into warrior two. So you might need to make your stance longer. And sinking into your hips. Inhale here. And then exhale, flip your both palms up, relaxing your shoulders. Close your eyes in this warrior two posture that we've been in so many times. With your eyes closed, focus your awareness inwards. Take another inhale here. And exhale, open your eyes, bring your hands to the ground and step back into plank or three-legged plank. Your choice of vinyasa. We're meeting back in downward facing dog. Maybe your body is asking for movement in the downward facing dog. Maybe your body is asking for stillness. Prepare yourself for the other side. So inhale, shift forward to plank. And then exhale, side plank on the right. Your version of side plank. Reach the left arm up. Push the left side of your hip up. Inhale here. And exhale, slowly with control, step the left foot forward. Turn your torso forward and then over to the right. Walk your feet so that they are parallel again. Big toes turning slightly in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, open your arms, interlace your hands behind the back. And then start to fold your torso forward again. On your next inhale, lifting your torso again, slow, with control. On the exhale, turn your left foot forward, turn the right foot slightly in. Square your hips more forward. Inhale here, open your chest. And exhale, folding forward into humble warrior. Keeping the outside edge of your right foot grounded, even though all the weight now feels to be on your left foot. Release the arms and hands further away from your back. The crown of the head closer to the ground. Your next inhale brings you back up. And the exhale releases your arms. And then adjust your feet for warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, open your hands up to the ceiling, relaxing your shoulders. And then if you're feeling stable in your warrior two, close your eyes. Focusing your awareness inwards. Take another inhale here. Exhale, open your eyes, release your hands, step back into plank or three-legged plank, and then flowing in your own breath through your vinyasa. We're all meeting back in downward facing dog. Maybe it feels good to shake out your head. On your next inhale, shift forward into plank. And exhale, lower down onto your forearms. So forearm plank. Holding here. Inhale. On the exhale, lower your body down into swings. So untuck your toes. Press the tops of the feet and the pubic bone into the ground. Send the chest forward. Relax the shoulders. And close your eyes. Inhale here. And exhale, open your eyes again. Maybe shuffle your hips a little forward. Inhale here. We're doing this dynamic. So on the exhalation, you're lifting your body. On the inhalation, you're sinking your body back down into swings. Do this one more time. Come back into swings and then bring your hands together, interlacing your fingers. Tuck your toes under and lift your body into Dolphin Pose. Walking your feet further in, sending your chest back and reaching the hips high. Pressing the ground away with the triangle that your forearms and hands are creating. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale to child's pose. Maybe it feels good to bring your arms back, hands towards the feet, to relax your shoulders, your arms, wrists. Allowing your breath to find back to its deep rhythm. Lifting your torso again. Coming into a second round of dolphin. So checking that your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Interlacing your hands again. And then pushing your hips up. You can stay here Or if you want to work on a different variation, maybe you want to lift your right leg up. Maybe you want to add some core work on the exhale, drawing the knee in towards the chest, into the belly. On the inhale, extending the leg out, doing this 3 times. And changing the sides, lifting the left leg up now. Feel free to stay here or add core work. So on the exhale, pulling the leg in towards your body. On the inhale, extending the foot back up. And releasing the left foot to the ground again. Take another inhale here. And exhale, release into child's pose. Your variation of child's pose. Taking this time to close your eyes. Slowly come up to sitting on your heels. Extend the arms out in front of you and make fists with your hands, rotating through your wrists now. Also going the other direction. And then release. Bring your hands onto your shoulders, rotating through your shoulder joint, making the circles as big as you can. Also here, rotating the other way. Release now. And prepare yourself for crow pose. So very important here to spread your fingers wide. Active foundation through your hands. Thumb and index finger pressing into the mat. And then you want to try to bring your knees as high up to your armpits as you can, using your upper arms as a shelf. And then shifting your weight forward and maybe working on just lifting one foot off the ground. Then the other foot, getting a feeling for how it feels to have the weight of your body on your arms. Maybe you can lift. Maybe you come out of the pose for a moment. Give your wrists a little break. And then try again. When you've had enough, come out. Sit yourself back. Check that you have enough space behind you on your mat, and then slowly, with control, roll yourself down. Step the feet in towards you, feet hip width distance. And placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, closing your eyes. Taking this time here to let your breath come back to its slow and steady rhythm, to slow down. Focus your awareness inwards. And then we're coming into shoulder stand. So if shoulder stand is something that you're not practicing, you could just be in this easier variation. I like to come into shoulder stand by coming into plow pose first, just so I can shuffle my shoulders further underneath my back together. And placing your hands onto your back as high up as you can. And then with control, bending your legs in and then extending your legs up. Gently pressing the back of your head into the mat. And then closing your eyes. We'll hold this posture for a little longer. So use this time in stillness in this asana to bring your awareness inwards. Maybe even want to bring your awareness to the point in between your eyebrows. And then slowly, with control, coming into plow pose, halasana. So releasing the feet towards the ground behind your head. If your feet are not touching the ground, keep your hands on your back for support. If your feet are easily touching, you can release the hands, bringing them to interlace. To come out of the pose, open your hands up. Maybe even grabbing the outside edges of your mat, and with control, with the strength of your core, release your torso and then release your legs. Feet back to the ground. Take a moment here, maybe opening your legs out a little wider and turning your head gently from side to side. Bring your legs together now, pointing through your feet. I like to come into a mild variation of fish pose, just to open the throat after the compression that happened during shoulder stand and plow pose. And slowly slide your torso back on the ground. Open your feet a little bit, arms slightly away from your body. And then again turning your head from side to side. Finding this gentle movement in your neck. And hug your legs in towards your chest. Maybe it feels good to circle your knees, keeping your lower back flat on the mat. Maybe it also feels good to find a gentle twist, opening your arms out to the sides and letting your knees fall over to the left. Turning the head over to the right. Changing sides, knees over to the right and head turning over to the left. Just a gentle twist. Bring your legs back up to the center. Tuck everything into the center. Bring your forehead up. Gently start rocking forward and backwards. Then come to sitting. We're moving on to the yin part of the practice now, coming into seated forward fold. If you notice that your hips are tilting back, you're rounding in your lower back, maybe it helps to sit a little bit elevated. It could also help to have a little bend in your legs. Whatever works for you to get into the forward fold. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine, and on the exhale, start walking your hands forward. Lean your torso as far forward as you can without pushing or pulling. In the yin part of the practice, we don't want to force, we don't want to push, we don't want to pull the body into a certain position. We want to allow the body to relax into the posture by relaxing the muscles. So muscles of your legs can be relaxed here, muscles of your torso, and the muscles of your arms. Let all the muscles become soft so that gravity can pull you deeper into the posture whenever your body is ready to move deeper. If you're fairly low in the forward fold, and if you have a block or cushion around to release the forehead on, feel free to do that. After a while, the head can actually get quite heavy. Wherever you are, find the stillness. Keep your awareness focused in on yourself. On the experience of the posture. Whenever you notice that your mind has drifted off into thinking, try to create this new habit of coming back to what's actually happening. Coming back to experiencing the physical sensations of the posture. Or coming back to your breath. Coming back to observing instead of judging. Coming back to looking inwards instead of outwards. Slowly, by pressing the hands into the ground, come out of the posture. Place the hands behind you. Open your legs a little bit. Open your chest. Gently counteracting the forward fold. Open your eyes again, transitioning into the next posture. Coming into the toe stretch. So if you know that you have sensitive knees, you might want to place a blanket underneath your knees, or you could also double up your mat. In the toe stretch, you want to make sure that all your toes, even the little toes, are tucked. For some people, this can get quite intense after a while, so you always have the option to lift your hips. Come out of the pose for a few breaths and then sink the hips back down towards the heels. So check what works for you in this posture. Get yourself set up. And then we're finding an arm variation. So inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, drop the hand behind your head onto your upper back. And then using your left hand on the right elbow, maybe gently pressing the right elbow down. Either staying here or reaching the left hand back. You could hold onto your shirt, or maybe your fingers are touching here. Try to keep your right elbow reaching up, not leaning out to the side. And then gently pressing your head, the back of the head, into your right upper arm. Close your eyes. And withdraw your awareness from the outer world. Tuning into your inner world. Slowly release your arms. Feeling the effect of the posture on your arms and shoulders. And then changing the sides. So inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, drop the left hand onto your upper back. And then using your right hand on the elbow, either staying here or bringing the right hand onto your back, either holding your shirt or maybe clasping the fingers. Usually we have one side where the shoulder and the arm is a little more open, So maybe you can already notice a difference here from one side to the other. Then try to have your left elbow reaching straight up, and then gently press your head, the back of your head, into your left arm. Closing your eyes again. Noticing how this posture feels in your body. Also becoming aware of the sensations in the soles of your feet. Maybe the soles of the feet have started to relax, to open up, and the sensations have become less intense. Slowly release your arms now, hands on the thighs, and take a moment here. Slowly transitioning to sitting on your heels. Keep your eyes closed, awareness focused in on yourself. Noticing how this change of posture feels in your feet, soles of the feet. And then we're moving into the counter posture, the ankle stretch. A few different variations here. Option number one would be to have the hands placed behind you and then gently starting to lift the knees as high as you can. Try to keep your chest open. Maybe you want to bring your hands in line with your hips. Or another option would be to have the hands holding the thighs or the knees. This is quite intense. Make this posture work for you, for your body. Find your variation. Find your edge. And then settle into stillness. See if you can even here close your eyes. If you do have to make an adjustment, do that. Listen to your body. Listen to your own needs. And act accordingly. And slowly coming out of the pose, walking your hands forward and with control lowering your knees back down onto the mat. Take a moment here, sitting on your heels and holding your hands, one hand on top of the other, at your hips, your lower belly. Lean your hips over to one side, swing your feet forward. Place your hands behind you. Sit upright or gently lean back with your torso. And start to rotate through your ankles. Finding some movement to your feet and your ankles. Maybe it even feels good to shake out the legs. And then we're coming closer to the end of the practice, so if you tend to get cold, feel free to put a jumper and socks on. And then move your mat over to the wall. We will need the wall now. You want to bring your hips as close to the wall as you can. And then lean back. So pelvis is touching the wall, and then bring your legs up so that your legs and your torso are creating a 90-degree angle. Legs up the wall, soles of the feet facing up. And find your arm variation. You could have your hands on your heart and your belly, out to the sides, or maybe as I'm doing it here with the arms up. Close your eyes again. And allow your body to come to a relaxed state. Relaxing the muscles in your legs. Allowing your torso to become heavy. Your arms relaxed and heavy. Maybe you want to let your awareness travel from the soles of the feet up the legs towards the hips. From the hips up the spine towards the crown of the head. Using your awareness to bring deeper relaxation to your body. Using your awareness to facilitate change of perspective. Transitioning from looking outwards to looking inwards. Using your awareness to stay connected to yourself. And slowly start to come out of the posture, bending your legs and letting your knees fall over to one side. Roll your body over onto one side. Take a moment here And then with as little movement as possible, maybe you even want to keep your mat close to the wall. Come into your final relaxation, come into your Shavasana. Have your legs as wide as the mat, feet falling out to the sides, arms slightly away from your body with the palms facing up. Maybe your shoulders are gently tucking together underneath your upper back. Creating length for your neck. Maybe that means that you're bringing your chin to the chest ever so slightly. Notice if your body is telling you to make one final adjustment so that the body can come to perfect stillness. Use your Shavasana, your final relaxation, to work on creating this habit of looking inwards. Keep redirecting your awareness inwards to yourself. Then shift your awareness to your breath. Start to deepen your breath again. Start to bring movement back to your physical body, starting with your hands and feet, your wrists and your ankles, gentle movement of your head. And then bring the feet together, interlace your fingers, reach your arms up, turn the palms out, take your next inhale to stretch. On the exhale, release. Bend your knees in and roll over onto your favorite side. With your eyes still closed, come back up to sitting. Find your comfortable seated posture. Bring your hands again together at the heart center. Remember your intention, the mantra from the beginning. Mentally repeating it to yourself 3 times again. I look inwards and I let this guide me in becoming my most authentic self. Then gently bowing your head forward, chin towards the chest. Open your eyes again. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you for practicing with me, my beautiful yoga friends. This was part number 2, change of perspective. And I will see you again next time for part number 3, which is called self-love. And it's also going to be the last part of our series, Coming Home to Yourself. So I will see you next time. Enjoy. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.